Hey, it's me. I know it's been a minute since you last seen me and all, but I'm just here to kind of talk about my comic because that's all that's been getting me through these past couple weeks, and I'm so glad I'm just in a space to be able to write it again. So as for what's up with me, I've gone through a lot since I've come back home from college, and right before I actually finished the last chapter, I was at my last track meet for my last year of college, and like in my last week or 2 weeks of college, and that was crazy. It was surreal. I remember waking up every morning and just being like astonished, and I kept telling myself, it's over tomorrow, it's over, you know. And I did really well at my final track meet. I placed second in the conference, which is like a big deal. I got to stand on the podium after envisioning myself on that podium forever. Just even being able just to stand up there and have them say my name was awesome. Heck, I even qualified for we'll talk about that another day, but I did great at pole vault. I graduated college. There was this whole project that I was worried about, and I was so worried I was going to fail or get in trouble, and the professor basically called me out for not doing much of the work or not knowing what I was doing, but I did still pass, thankfully. So the current page we're at is her falling. I really like how colorful, and that's one thing I really want to try to do, is I really want to try and keep a sense of movement and color and I guess simplicity, or you know, the poses. And like as you can see, I'm always drawing the lines and then getting the arms ready and just. But the reason why I erased that first one, even though it fit the theme of like a Sarlacc pit or you know, something like from Star Wars, I wanted to keep my momentum from the last page, and I didn't bring that one with me, unfortunately. But I don't want to spoil everything, and that's a very hard part about trying to market a comic without spoiling it, because I want you guys to see my process. But my process, my thought behind doing this whole YouTube series now is, who's watching it? Who cares? Not a whole lot of people read it yet, but more people are. So for this panel, I can kind of give you guys some backstory. I wanted to keep that momentum. I wanted to keep that speed. I wanted to make it look like she was still falling at like a fast rate, and like that, you know, the deeper she's going into this jungle of vines and things, that, you know, like the more complicated and colorful and scary it's supposed to get. But she's ready. I wanted to keep it that fast pace of the comic to keep that momentum going, and I feel like I did a good job with that. And as you can see, I went crazy with the vines because I just realized they didn't have to be straight. They could be whatever. But I do have some notes that I want to talk about, and we'll get back to the page. For a time, I actually was after getting back home though, I wouldn't say like homeless, but I was diet homeless for a little bit. You know, so many things in life just exploded at once, and I'm not too much the happiest about how they had to explode, but they did, and that was unnecessary, and it pushed me out of my home, and it made me see things a lot differently, and I didn't like that, not at all. And it was very hard, and it put a big stop on this, and I was trying to figure out life, and I'm still trying to figure out my life. But we don't have to talk about that. But I did want to get it off my chest, because again, who's watching? So this panel, I wanted it to be like that. She's still keeping that momentum. So the opponent that she's fighting, we're gonna call her the Grandmaster. The Grandmaster pulls out this vine, you know, is like in control of the forest. It has all these powers and all these abilities. So I wanted to make it look like a hand was reaching out to grab and stop that momentum. And as it was breaking, I wanted to make it seem like it was breaking through the panel, really just showing the sheer amount of destruction that it could, you know. And then I wanted to also just make it seem like she is one very magical individual. So it took a lot, and I feel like it's a good way to have the Master Sarabi also by himself with his momentum being stopped, so it shows you that his momentum had to get stopped. The next point that I have on my thing is talk about video games and how, you know, I feel like I'm growing up, because I do. I recently turned 23, and it's crazy. And I don't really have too much time for video games anymore, and I don't really want to play them as much anymore. And it's like, because I have other hobbies, you know, my birthday just passed, and usually I'm have video games, but this year I didn't get any of that actually. I was just taken out with one of my best friends, and I got a tattoo. That was about it, but that was happy for me. That made me happy. And it's crazy how the things that you once loved or passionate about, it kind of changed. But I hope all that changes with Spider-Man 2 coming out, because I am excited for that game. I got up for some reason. And as you guys can tell, like I said, I wanted to really make it seem like the momentum was being stopped. That panel was broken. Like there was nothing that could have been done. And then I came back. I don't know where I went off to. Probably went to go grab a drink or something. A fun little fact, actually, when I'm drawing comics, I like to do keeping up. I like to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I don't know why. It's just something about hearing those lesbians complain about their problems and what's going on in their life. It makes me feel a little bit better about my own, and it's just such good drawing background notes. And now we're at the final panel. The final panel usually means a lot to me. I kind of do want to change up my flow of how I have my panel set up, but I'm not going to do that right now. I am running low on time, so I'm just going to say thank you to everybody who's been here. Thank you for everybody who supported this, and even the people who read it. I'm out of time. Thank you. Like and subscribe, I guess.